Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game.
Let's go, boys! Let's go! Ready? 70, Indy. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. Speed trip.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Rip left. Check 43. Someone west.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. X3. 218, chop. No. 5.
And now here's a carry heading left.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's push them, travel. Let's put that team on.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Connor running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, set. Line's 50. Oh, you got deep. Cover tight. Cover tight. Three down. Minus 50. Hey! Wahoo! Now.
2nd and 14. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And the Steelers' first down.
Come on, set. 60 or. 50. Not here. Kill. Hey, check 25. Look at me. Zipper. Kill. Ready?
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Down. 60 outlaw. Go.
He'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
High 7. Bravo.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the... That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 28 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Get to Pittsburgh. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Play action now. Brissett. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Brissett. Funches has it complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And take it right on the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Set up, 18, Gator. Hey, come on now. Check 37. Go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On the double. Focus against the mic. Here we go. Hey, Alpha. 58, come on. 58, come on. Speed grip.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Let's get it. Here we go. H.E. Gator. Man, I got you. Hey, Zoo. Yeah. 44. Check. 44's the mic. Check. Hey, Charlie. Watch the screen. Foco's the mic. Mike's Foco. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 8 Reed. I don't even know why this team showed up. 5.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
50. Mike's 50. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 2.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now Cook running right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fist fights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fist fights.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett is caught by Funchess. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brissett sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett looking deep here for Ebron. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, 38 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Irvin. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You get blocked. Yep. You get blocked.
2nd and 10. A little flag down. He goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 there. 4 there. Hey, Delta.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They start the drive with Cook. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Set. 6 yards. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey, let's get in them holes. Check 3. Check 3.
From the 36, Brissett To the right side to Eric Ebron. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready? Hey, come on. Focus, defense, focus. SOS. 66.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Come on, G.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And an alley to run. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had a build.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. 78 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Steelers.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Now. Be careful.
Back to throw now on first down. Johnson's got it complete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down now, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check.
Hey, Haywood. 80 weapons.
Flare. 44, Mike.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, switch gears. Quick dash. Go.
Hey.
Twist.
Shoot.
On first down, Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. 8 read.
Squeeze, double. Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert. 3 down. Slam.
Get.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Go now. 10-2 start. Chopper.
Hey, 50's the mic. Hey, defense.
Hey, lock it.
Sponge. No. Check. Check 31. Check.
Go.
50.
Snap.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Tighten up. Pull together. Jim.
Check. Look at me. Go. Shoot. Ready.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Steelers 13.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
On the set.
15. Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15. Here we go, here we go.
Go. Look at me. Zipper.
Watch the screen. Pass. Save.
61. Matchbox lights.
Check.
Hey, Jet. Check. Go.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Go.
At the 16-yard line.
Hey, Mike 50.
2nd and 5. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 59.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Get up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Break.
I got one.
Go out.
Whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Watch twist. Slam. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
218, chop.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Yes. Big grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey, seam 6.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So an interesting call there to take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's go. It's just me and you. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Let's go one more.
From the shotgun, it's Bissett, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Single, slop. Hey.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too...
And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Terry McLaurin, 74 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
58, Mike. You're not ready.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That second down play nets a -4.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Hey! Get ready!
They'll set up a throw. He gets this one to Johnson. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He's checking Craig.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 99. Check 26.
To throw is Brissett. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get it together. Let's go. Come on. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Mike 51. Down to lose one. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now Brissett on fourth down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Brissett now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Now Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, defense, let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Brissett looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But it's going to be second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Mike 51.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Hayward. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
We go! 50, play!
Coming to you, coming to you.
Check go!
On first down, Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go! 18 Gator!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.